How's it going, replay viewers? My name is IanSneed, and I'm your money alignment coach. The scope that you're about to watch is the daily tip that I have to change a mindset, a belief system, or a habit that will help you become more successful. So if you want to share with your followers, swipe up on your Android, swipe left or right on your iOS device, and share. If you're live and you want to share with your followers, click on the little guy down here. Feel free to share it. I want to thank you guys for coming in and spending time with me. We'll start off with that, and we'll get into the daily tip. Now, today was fire, guys. Today's morning scopes were awesome. If you haven't seen those, go back and watch those replays, okay? After you watch this scope, obviously, go back and watch those replays. What's up, Jay? Good evening. How is it out where you're at? London, right? How is it out in London? It's like 2:30 p.m. here, so it's like shiny and it's awesome. It's just awesome. Hey, Andrea! Andrea's here. I feel like I haven't seen Andrea in forever. Hey, Julia, what's up? Thanks for the hearts, guys. So this is gonna be a quick scope on today's tip. I was thinking, a lot of times, sometimes I sit down and I'm like, oh, like I want to talk about this. Like I have to talk about this. What's up, Andrea? But other times I'm literally like, I don't know what to talk about today. And I'll just sit there and I'll have no clue what to talk to you guys about. And I always tell myself whenever that happens, I'm like, all right, inspiration will strike. I was like, let it be. Don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Just let it be. Inspiration will strike when it's supposed to. And so last night, as I was going to sleep, I was like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this tomorrow. I don't remember what that was. You're doing a major job with an agenda or not? Well, thank you, Andrea. I appreciate it. Yep, cold and dark. I'm not jealous. Yeah, no, it's chilly out here, but it's warm. So today, the whole day, I'm doing the morning scopes. I'm working in between. I'm working after. I'm like heating up food right now, and I'm thinking, I was like, what am I gonna talk to them about? I forgot what I was thinking about last night, and I decided, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna let it be. Yeah, let it be, like the Beatles, right? I'm just gonna let it be. And sure enough, I had faith and inspiration. It hit me, and I realized. I did my first scope. You convinced me. I was nervous. Hey, Christy. Awesome. I'm happy. I'm going to have to go watch your replay. Okay. Let me make sure that I'm following you so I can. Yeah, I'm following you. Okay. I'll go watch your replay. So check it out, guys. The tip that struck me today was, and a number of things kind of came across as it came to this, right? The thing that I decided I was going to talk about is a belief system that you have. We all have a belief system on this topic. Okay. And this belief is about people. What is your belief about people? What is your belief about humanity? Right? A lot of times you'll hear people can't be trusted, right? Or salesmen are greedy and they're just trying to screw you over. Or like you hear all these phrases and beliefs about other people. But when you really sit down and look at it, yeah, damn, men are dogs, right? Or women are overcomplicate things, right? Like there's all these stereotypes that we apply to other people. But what I'm talking about is not just narrowing it down to like a gender or a industry or a career. I'm talking about as humanity. How do you view humanity? You and view right there sounded really similar. How do you view humanity? Do you think people are inherently good? Do you think people are inherently bad? Right? And a lot of times you won't really notice that you actually have a belief about people in general. People. You won't realize that you have a belief about people, but you do. You've just never sat down to reflect on it. You've never sat down and realized that maybe sometimes you're in conflicts with people for no reason. And you don't understand why this person got so mad. Oh, people are just like that. People are assholes. People are like this. People are like, and we just immediately start saying people are, and we generalize the entire human race based off of one experience that we had. And here's the thing that I want you to know. This is holding you back. Because when it comes to business, when it comes to your career, when it comes to anywhere, your belief about people is going to determine how you interact with them, right? You may narrow it down to like, oh, I like my coworkers. My coworkers are nice. And so you have a nice work environment. But everywhere else, everybody hates you. Why? Because people are assholes. They're always driving crazy and cutting me off. People are, right? You have to revisit these beliefs about people that you have. I know I have to do it consistently too. It's not like they're always going to be positive. You know, like you have years and years of this programming that you slowly have to eliminate. So I want you guys to sit down and literally write it out and say, what do I really think about people? Do I think they're good natured? Do I think that people are here to help one another? Do I think that everybody actually strives to do what's in their best interest or what's in everybody's best interest? Clearly, there's going to be outliers with everything that you come up with, right? There's no one law or truth when it comes to this subject. But in general, how do you feel about people? And notice that when you go into situations where, let's say you're going into a networking event where you don't know a lot of people, you're gonna have a belief as you walk into that networking event, and it's going to stem, maybe it may not be the exact same belief, but it's going to stem from your original belief about people. So if you can fix, instead of me working with you like, oh, okay, you know, let's change our belief about salesmen, let's change our belief about marketers, let's change our belief about people that promote themselves on YouTube, and people that promote themselves through Periscope, or people that promote themselves on social media, or let's instead of taking all of those little things individually, let's look at that root cause of what do you think about people, and notice how it affects all the other views based off the experiences that you've had. It will skew it no matter what. It will skew it. So we need to get down to that root cause, and yeah, that it's a core belief. That's exactly what it is, Julia. We need to get down to that core belief about people in general, and we need to make it positive, because your network will be your net worth. See, here's the thing. If your net worth is worth $1 million, but you network with people that are billionaires, you have their influence. Your net worth is actually the sum of all of their net worths. That doesn't mean you have access to their money, but they are your net worth. You have their influence, right? And you will also grow into their position financially because you learn from them. You learn their belief systems. You learn their mindsets. But if you're starting from a place of people are bad, what's going to encourage you to go network with people that are doing better than you? Instead, you're going to be like, well, they're better than me because they did something wrong. As opposed to, oh, they're better than me. That means I have something I can learn from them and apply to my life to make me better. Right? So this inspiration just came, honestly, it came from something else. I was thinking about how easy it is for humans to miscommunicate with one another, especially with technology. Text messages, instant messaging, even over the phone sometimes, like you can't see whether somebody's being sarcastic or not. You know? Like, it's so easy. What's up, Los Angeles? It's so easy to miscommunicate with people. And if you have a belief that people are always making fun of me, right? Or people are inherently bad, then it's going to be a lot easier to miscommunicate. But if you believe that people are good, then you'll recognize like, oh, maybe there's miscommunication here, right? Or, oh, maybe I can go talk to that person and they're not really going to be upset about talking to a stranger, right? What's up, Leyland? How you doing? I absolutely loved your morning scope, Leyland. I didn't get to stay for the whole thing, but I thought it was awesome. I loved it. People forget how to communicate. People do forget how to communicate. See, but that's the thing right there. That's exactly what I'm talking about. What is our belief? That people forget how to communicate. See, that's a belief about people that we can eliminate. People don't forget how to communicate. People want to communicate, right? And if we're willing to put ourselves out there, it'll be a lot easier for people to communicate. The scope of this did my whole day. Yeah, PJ, she was on fire today. Like her words were powerful. Absolutely, guys. If you guys haven't seen a scope from Leyland, go follow her and go look at her morning scope today. It was freaking awesome. Holy cow, it was awesome. I might go rewatch it just because it was fire right there. Leyland Sawyer. Oh, Leyland, you're awesome. I appreciate it. You're so awesome. Nobody's internal dictionary matches 100%. That's right. Nobody's internal dictionary matches 100%, but that doesn't mean that you can't edit your personal dictionary about whatever belief system that you have. So, I mean, if you guys like what I just talked about, I know it's very simple, but it has the ability to create profound change within you and within the experience that you're having in your reality at the moment. I mean, it can literally change a relationship in an instant if you take this root belief and change it to be something positive, right? So if you like what you heard, make sure to follow. Swipe up on your Android, swipe left or right on your iOS device, click on my bio, click follow, right? Share this with your followers. Share this on Twitter. Let other people know that I give content that's going to benefit them, right? This is the kind of stuff that, like, no one's going to sit there and tell you, have you ever really sat down and thought about what you think about people, and have you realized that that's affecting your relationships? Have you realized that relationships are what make people successful? I don't care who it is. They needed a relationship to get them somewhere. They needed a relationship in another business, in another industry, and that relationship was what catapulted them to success. The whole world, like, we run off of relationships. And if you have a core belief that's negative about people, you're shooting yourself in the foot. I don't care what other things that you're working on, you're shooting yourself in the foot. And you need to get rid of that, and you need to replace it with something that's going to help you, something that's going to spring you forward. That's the goal, right? But no one's going to tell you that because no one really sits down and analyzes those things. I sit down and analyze, like, the very core issues that are going to help you as fast as possible. So make sure you share this with your followers, because somebody might need to see this information. And they might be one of your followers, so make sure to share it. Spend 4 days with hundreds of strangers in the middle of nowhere and no internet. Yeah, that'll be fun. So guys, thank you guys. Yeah, that is a fast track to loving your fellow man. Absolutely. So thank you guys for popping in. Thank you guys for the comments. I know my daily tips, I'm not that interactive with comments, but if you want to interact a lot more, feel free to tweet me at IanSneed. You can follow me on Facebook or on Instagram also at IanSneed13 for Instagram. Feel free to interact with me, ask me questions on there. I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. If you ever want me to cover a subject on a Periscope, go ahead and tweet it and let me know. I'm probably going to do a gratitude scope later today. I didn't do one yesterday, so I'll probably do one later today. And make sure to watch the morning replays, guys. If you haven't seen them, you don't want to miss them. They were awesome today, especially the money alignment one. That one was good. That one was awesome. All right, guys. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for the hearts. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the follows. I hope you guys have a great day, all right? Go make the day the best day ever. Peace.